But Jeffree is also a storyteller, and he's going to tell a story tonight, which is very exciting. He is a motivational speaker, and he's a YouTube consultant, and he is a co-producer on an Amazon show called Finding Miles, which is pretty good. That's going to be coming out this spring. And he is a writer, and he's writing his first book called Opening Night. Jeffree, where are you, my child? Jeffree Davis, welcome him to the stage.
It's a lot of people here. So what would you do? Too many people sit by and watch or record. Sometimes we feel isolated, alone, and unsafe, when in reality, we are surrounded by plenty of souls who can make a difference that can have an everlasting impact, not on just one, but multiple souls. Around 6 p.m. every night, like clockwork, I would receive a great amount of pain, starting from right here on my love handles, but I call them love latches, because as soon as someone touches this, I'm not letting them go. The intense pain would travel through my body within seconds. The pain was so intense that I had to hurry up and lie on the flat, hard surface, that or either plummet to the ground. Laying there on my back, trying my absolute best not to breathe. The more breath that came in and out, was as if I was being shocked 10 times all at once. This would last, ironically, until I took some type of pain pill or just sucked it up and just suffered through however many minutes went past. I suppose taking handfuls and handfuls of big pills and little pills, anything I can swallow, I would, to distract the mental, emotional, and spiritual pain that dug deep. It was not a good idea, because even though the pain was momentarily on pause, it was replaced with physical pain. However, it still was not compared to the pain I felt inside. I remember one day back in high school, during rehearsals, after rehearsals, I'd had enough of it, and I decided, okay, today's the day I'm gonna end my life. I wrote a poem on how I felt, because I thought a suicide note was too cliche. So this is a piece of it to show you how I felt. Everything is unreasonably unreal. To what natural dispolishment that has rapidly occurred, from the long bridges of defeat, hurt, shame, and ridicule, we all have the same problems that dwell within us, but what makes us different is on how we approach them. We are all bound to this atmosphere that we need to conquer. We are all defined by ourselves, you. People tend to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That may be so physically, but it can and will hurt mentally. Enough can. We soak up so much negativity from others that we start believing we cannot. We tend to empty ourselves in whatever way we must think that is best for us. We are different. We all have different stories. The only thing is not let anyone come up and edit your story in a downfall withdrawal. We should never judge. We have no control on our side effects. So much strong hate is going towards us that we're just the background of a soft, unspoken song. Like walls screeching and beseeching, hoping one might descry upon them. Cold and hard like its soul, plain and unnoticed to the outer world, barely viewable. You see this outcast full of extraordinary, downgraded souls that has ever been called but smart, nice, and pretty, but only hear the substances that mark us, gradually making our ears bleed, a continuously downward vine-like stroke rushing down thy side as an uncontrollable river, an untold story, never nationalized but combustialized, intoxicating me with your venom, building me up with hurt, pulled together with a smile, not knowing the person was once human, but now a fragment of the outer wall's imagination, covered and curved, an unusual, unable to recognize state. No more white picket fence, but just a gray coat cage. It feels like someone has taken away my freedom from my own skin. You don't own me. You take it upon yourself, your ritual, your belief, your concern, but yet you don't own me nor know me. You define me on my looks rather than my mind, body, and soul. You make me sing every day an anthem of survival. My skin is made up of troubled attitude for those who wish to switch but just can't seem to get it. They tighten their acts like a puppet. No, Pinocchio, please do not cast your energetic attitude on oneself. And they have to be let it enter an unknown realm. He is depressed, can't you see? Sad. No, hollow. Hollow from the outside world. Please do not it, her, him. This is the unnamed story of the soloist, the outcast. Please, if there's a name, then there's a touch of caring. Having myself change the pronoun of my appearance to look acceptable to you, to look normal, people don't see you as authentic anymore, they see you as unreal. So that may give you a better sense of how I felt, or you may be even more confused, or you may just think, what the hell was he smoking then? However, on this day, as I was walking home with the letter in my bag, I was almost there, and I always made a cut through this little trail next to a trench, and it was very dark that day. I noticed 3 big bullies attacking this scrawny guy named Cody. Everyone was laughing, everyone was around him, cheering on the 3 cowards. I kept walking, as I like to stick to myself at times and try not to get brutally beat. However, something told me to stop, to go help. I took a deep breath and I just ran. I started charging at these group of people. And you can't just charge at strangers without yelling something out. So I started yelling out random things, but in like a big shot type of tone. So I sounded serious and like not the guy to mess with, even though I had a messenger bag and my theatrical shirt on. They didn't run as I expected when they saw a crazy maniac running towards them. So I knew it wasn't going to end well. So what ended up happening was I ran into a loving fist right to the stomach. And as I fell to the ground, I knew it was somewhere around 6 o'clock because the pain hit me. The most amazing thing happened though. I don't know if it was the adrenaline or what, but I didn't care. I was in pain and I got up. They were literally torturing this guy because he was gay. So I knew they would not stop and just knock me out and continue torturing him. And these guys were like super seniors. Like they were like held back at least 4 times or maybe 6. So they weren't the brightest. But I knew if I had made them think that I was as well, that there would be a better chance of Cody running away and them getting me instead. So I shoved the bullies and tackled them to the ground. And what I ended up doing was, I did what anyone would do. I kissed Cody on the lips. That's all that I can think of at the time, to make them think that I was gay as well and that he had a chance. So as I tackled these guys to the ground, I threw my stuff over to Cody and told him to run, just keep on running. And no, I didn't stay to fight. I had school in the morning and I just didn't have time for extracurricular activities, unless I was given credit for it. So I was on my Forrest Gump marathon. I just ran and ran like there was no tomorrow. And about 20 minutes later of me getting home, Cody showed up. He showed up at my house with my stuff. He said no one ever stopped to pay him attention in his whole life, not even family, and that he wasn't visible and telling me all what was going on with him. He said they all went away when I showed up to risk my life for a stranger. We ended up talking for about 3 hours that night. It turned out that if it wasn't for me stepping in, he would have killed himself that night. He showed me the letter and everything. He said telling him what I told him that night ensured him that he had a purpose on this earth and that he is needed and loved. That no matter your circumstances, to not let your future be shortened by it. To not let your circumstances define your future. That night, I too also decided not to do it. I felt good and that this is the reason I am on this earth, that this is my purpose. This is what keeps me going, is helping people when they think all hope is lost. This is why I'm going on a year and 6 months as a motivational speaker and advisor. Because of the encounter I found that this is the reason why I'm gonna still be here. This is the reason why I wake up every day, is to help people. I was an impact in someone's life that day, and ever since then, I love helping individuals to let them know that, their clock could tick a little bit longer. So let's be a rainbow in somebody's cloud. Thank you.
So comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and post any and all videos that you think might be inspiring to others. Thanks for watching, guys.